Mark from Cars and Cameras, and today we're going to take a look at something really exciting. The new Canon EOS RP. There's been a lot of talk about this camera, so I had to get one. I had to see what it can do. So here it is. It does have a tiny little battery. Will it last? Will it work? Well, let's find out. I got the kit with the 24-105 zoom lens because I heard a lot of things about this zoom lens and it looks really exciting. So let's get right down to see this lens. Okay, here it is, the 24-105. It looks like a really nice lens. It's the L glass because it has the red band around the front. Very nice. Okay, let's take a look at the camera. This camera is very, very light. The composite material it's made out of, it's extremely light. I like that because the last time I had a Canon camera, well, it weighed a lot. It was one of those 1DCs and it was very heavy. And I'm really excited to see. And wow, there's your flip out screen. Okay, so here it is all assembled. And it looks really, really nice. The fit and finish on the camera is exciting. But what I want to find out is how well this thing will work in 4K. And we're going to talk about the 4K in a minute. But one thing here, it is a little tiny and it's missing something. As you can see, my hand, I just wish... Oh, here we go. It comes with a grip extension. Look at this. Now, unlike the Sony, where you have to take it off to change the battery, this one has a battery door. And also, it's got a little 1/4-20 slot. So let's go ahead and put it on. It doesn't look like it's too difficult. You just go ahead and slide this little pin in here. I think I can get it. Oh, there we go. Okay. And then I guess it just pops right on there. But yeah, the fit and finish on this thing is fantastic. So let's go ahead and put it on and see. That battery door is really cool. I like that. So look at that. It's even got a little weather sealing. Okay, let's go ahead and put it on the camera. But I do like this. It's pretty cool. So I guess you just slide it on there and go ahead and turn that knob and it is tight. And it looks a little better, but the cool thing is now it's a little easier to handle. So I am liking this camera so far, but the main thing is how well will it work? And of course we talked about that 1/4-20, which is really great. So that way you can put it on a tripod. Okay, so here let's take a quick look. Look! For this price point, you get a headphone jack and you get a microphone in. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm liking this already. I hope the 4K is good. Okay, so let's take a look here. Okay, so you got a mini HDMI and you got USB-C. All right. Okay, a stabilizer on the lens. Of course, there's no stabilization built into the camera. But it does have electronic stabilization, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. Oh, it does come with one other accessory, but I don't have any other lenses to put it on because I got rid of all my Canon lenses. Yes, I went completely Sony and other brands. I don't have any other, but it does come with an adapter so you can use your Canon lenses, or if I get some Canon lenses. Okay, so here's the whole thing all assembled. It's looking really nice. It looks good. Feels good in the hand. Everything looks good. So the first thing we're going to do is let's take a look at some 4K video with this awesome lens. So there were some bees in the yard, so I went in and some handheld shots. It's not too bad. It's a little jittery, but I was hand holding it at 105 millimeters times 1.6. Oh, let's take a look at some downtown Van Nuys. In 4K, it looks pretty good. This is Van Nuys, California. And there's my favorite jewelry shop that I shoot all my night shots. Daytime shot. Looks pretty sharp and clear. So far, the camera seems pretty good. Now, you do have a 1.6 crop when you shoot in 4K approximately. Don't hold me to it. But it is about 1.6 crop. So it's kind of like an APS-C when you're shooting in 4K. But so far, it looks pretty good. Now, this is an electronic stabilization shot. You can turn it on in camera, So this is using electronic stabilization with the optical stabilization. And the only thing I can see on my great big monitor is it has a little bit more grain to it, not so much noise, but a little bit more grain. But otherwise, it doesn't look too bad. And it makes your, it does reduce the rolling shutter. And I'll talk more about the rolling shutter in a second. But the camera has about the same amount of rolling shutter as the original Sony a7S. And then here's some stills. I don't normally cover stills, but it does, because it is full frame, it shoots some fantastic stills. So there it is. I'm going to shoot many more videos on this camera, but there's our first look, RP. And so far, I'm liking this camera. I really like it. I haven't played with a Canon camera in quite a long time. So guys, I hope you like what you see here. If you do, be sure to like and subscribe.